Is it worth it? Real love, do you think you deserve it? Cut them off, go and find your purpose and get you a nigga that's solid.
So, part 2. What's up, my gang? We back at it again with another freaking video. So, today's video is going to be a part 2 of why have I been in the hospital, and how long I've been in the hospital, stuff like that. And how I felt when I was in the hospital, and what was I doing to keep my mind set together on something positive. So, like I said, the doctors called me and said I need to go to the hospital right away if I see any marks, see all these marks and stuff, because like all of these marks and everything, they literally have my vein. Like if it's so many marks and stuff, because I have my vein is like, if you stick me, if I had to get so much blood drawn, if you stick me, like my vein literally move. Like, it literally moves, and they feel the vein, but then after they stick me, it moves away. So they had to stick me all over, so now I have marks and stuff all over. I don't take a picture so y'all can see it. So, the doctor said I need to go, my doctor said I need to go to the hospital right away because it was my kidneys, basically. Like I said in the beginning, I didn't know it was my kidneys because the first thing I know is, am I swollen? Like, am I swollen? Because like if I know I was swollen, then I would say, oh, it's my kidneys. But I wasn't swollen or nothing. The only thing was wrong was my blood pressure was like up. It was up and then kept going up and then down, up and down. And that's how I knew like something was wrong, because my blood pressure don't never be up, but every time I went to the doctor, it was like always a little bit elevated up. So I said, wow, why is my blood pressure up? And so, let me finish the story. When I first went to the hospital, I didn't eat nothing. I didn't really eat nothing that day. I didn't drink anything, hardly anything that day, but a little bit of water. That it. Didn't eat nothing. Didn't really eat nothing that whole week. When I tell you, like, if I eat throughout that whole week, I only eat one thing. Like, that day when I went to the doctor's office, I only had was one piece of chicken and pudding and pineapple. That's it. I didn't eat nothing else that day. Like, because how my stomach was feeling, it was feeling like I don't want to eat nothing else. Like, I don't want nothing else. It was like, I don't want nothing else. So, throughout, when I was in the hospital, I still wasn't really eating when I was in the hospital. Because how I wanted to eat, but I couldn't eat nothing. It felt like I couldn't eat nothing. because how my stomach was feeling. It felt like my stomach was hurting really bad. Like I want to eat, but I can't eat. Like, you know. So I went to the hospital April 16th, and that when I posted that video. And so I went to the hospital April 16th. And then they said my kidney was it looked like my kidney is rejecting. So they transferred me to another hospital. So I went to the other hospital April 17th. How was I in the hospital? How was I in the hospital? Really, the only, I kind of didn't like it. No, because one, I was missing my family. I was missing everybody. And just me in the room by myself. Can't have no visitors. The only visitor I have that to come see me is my mom. That it. Nope. I couldn't have no visitors, nothing. And the whole thing is, I was like, yo, and then I'm in my room by myself, like, just laying there, like, don't want to get up, don't want to do nothing, because I'm like, yo, because the whole thing is, I was having had a headache, then my chest was hurting too, then my stomach, and then I'm already having back pains, like, what? I was already having back pain, so I'm like, yo, why is everything is happening to me? And so I'm like, what literally kept my mind set together and not focusing on none of that was planning my 25th birthday, because that what I really wanted to do, because it was like, yeah, I really wanted to do something for my 25th. I really want to do something for my 25th, because COVID last year, and COVID had really started last year. I couldn't do nothing because everything was shut down. Everything was shut down last year, so I couldn't do nothing. So I'm just I'm letting, like, my family know, my sis, my best friend, my other best friend. Like, I'm keeping everybody updated, like how I'm feeling and everything like that. Um, and how I wasn't even expecting that, because I knew something was up, but I didn't. I didn't know, because I didn't have no temperature. The only thing that was the problem was I was always tired. So, like, I was always tired, and I'm like, that's weird. Why am I tired? And I'm like, and then I'm really not really a eater in the first place. Like, I wasn't really eating in the first place, because I be hungry, but it's just I don't be wanting to eat breakfast. I don't really eat breakfast. Or if I do eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch, and I eat dinner. Like, that's what I do. If don't eat breakfast, I eat lunch and dinner. If I don't eat lunch, I eat breakfast and dinner. If I don't eat dinner, I just eat breakfast and lunch. Like, that's how I do. But I wasn't eating nothing. Like, yo, didn't have the energy to do nothing. Like, I know y'all noticed my energy. Like when I became monetized, and then when I Let me catch my breath. My bad, y'all. So I had to catch my breath a little bit, and so I had to calm down and keep talking to y'all. So I was good. Like, the only thing that was the problem was my energy. Like, I didn't have no energy to do nothing. Like, nothing. All I did was wanted to sleep all day and lay in my bed. Like, it was like, what's going on? Like, that's funny and weird. And so, and then we don't even know what caused it or nothing. But I went to get the biopsy. They did biopsy on my kidney, and they said your kidney is rejecting. I like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, how? Like, my level was just good last month. Like, last time I went to the doctor was March 3rd. I kid you not. March 3rd, I went to the doctor. They said my level was at 1.6, right? And then I went to the doctor April 15th. April 15th, I went to the doctor because I wasn't feeling well. I hadn't been feeling well for like 3 weeks, and I was always tired. So I should have made the appointment sooner, but I didn't because I just thought it was a stomach virus. But but the whole thing is I was eating, but couldn't eat hardly anything. Like, the only thing I could eat was soup for like one thing that whole day, and what April 16th, I got a phone call that said your kidney function is at 3.6. You need to go to the hospital now. I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, yo, how is that possible? Like, I literally just went to I had an appointment last month, and they said everything was good. How the heck 1 month everything good to my kidney function now is higher than normal? Like, how? And then when I went to the doctor, and then when I went to the hospital, they did blood work. My kidney function went from 3.6 to 5.2. I'm like, yo, and like 5 something. It's literally you have to do dialysis basically because your kidney is rejecting, and then it went from 5.2 to 5.8. I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, now I'm scared. Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's going on? Like, how is it went from 3.6 to 4 point something to 5.2 to 5.8? Like, yo, what's going on? Like, I'm confused. Like, help me understand. Like, I'm so confused. So, I was like, yo, okay, I guess. So, I was just like so scared, like, bruh, it was like scary, like, and then being in the hospital by yourself, my door was always closed, so I was in the hospital by myself. Like, yo, what is going on? Like, I'm like, I'm so, I'm so lost. I was so lost, yo. I'm like, what's going on? Like, how is this possible? And then no visitor. The only visitor I have is my mom. So it was like I was panicking a little bit because like I never been like in a place with no visitors, like nobody to come see me. The only visitor I see is my mom. Nobody else. Everybody else called me. I said I'm fine, but deep down inside, I wasn't because I was scared deep down inside because it felt like I was by myself. And I didn't like that feeling at all. So this is about to end my video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, comment hashtag TEAMMAYAGANG so I know where my real subscribers at. You follow me at least to my social medias, that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, and TikTok in order to see, in order to be a part of my game and in order to be a part of the giveaway and notification. And make sure y'all turn on the notification on because y'all don't want to miss any part of this video. I'm going deep. I might cry. You don't know, like, how I'm feeling. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, comment hashtag TEAMMAYAGANG so I know where my real subscribers are at. On the road to 1.3K subscribers. Let's get that up here. Let's go. Only 2 subscribers away. Come on, y'all. Alright, y'all. Peace.
Boy, if you don't get Boy, if you don't get
I just hit my ball. A couple of hours, and